I can't think of anything that looks more out of place than that beautiful intake manifold does in this dirty ass engine bay. So we're going to meet Paul. Paul is our welding guy. He owns Freedom Fab. And powder. We've had some stuff welded by him. We've had some stuff powder coated by him. He does an excellent job. He has reasonable prices, and he's a super nice guy to boot. One of Ronnie's ideas was that he wants to get this manifold made and pseudo mass produced so that we can sell them to people who need them for a decent price. Ronald?
Yeah, I'm hoping for like a manifold for $300.
That'd be nice.
It would be nice.
Hard body turbo manifold, $300.
Yeah, $300. There's no like manifold that's decent quality that's in that price range. They're either more expensive, and then like this one is hard to find. Somebody said that they can find them for $200 on our last video that we talked about it, but I'm telling you, once a week, at least, I get a video of somebody, or a message from somebody being like, hey, where can I find that manifold? Because I can only find them for $1,200 or $1,100 or $700.
Where'd you find this one?
Amazon.
Oh,
and it was $130.
Dang, dude.
And
this one's worked out really well.
Yeah, but you can't find them. So I figure if we can make like a decent log style mild steel manifold for $300 plus shipping, I think that's more than worth it. And I want to make those intake elbows. Everybody asked me about how I made my intake work, and so if I can make those and like sell them both for like $400 or $350, something like that, there you go. There's easy. Now all you need is a turbo and some piping and a computer.
So here we are, the local losers, trying to do something for the community, for the hard body community out there. People who are having trouble, you know, getting a turbo to go into their intake and getting their having trouble finding a turbo manifold. We're going to try to do that, and we're going to try to sell them for a reasonable price. So you're welcome.
Yeah, we're not trying to get rich. We just want to make a decent product.
So in the comments below, if you have been looking for something like this, if you need like a turbo inlet elbow for, if you need an elbow to go into your stock intake on your hard body, or if you've been looking for a turbo manifold for your hard body, post down below so we can get some numbers of how many we need to make, possibly. So we're meeting Paul right now. We're going to check out this manifold. He sent us a picture of it yesterday, and it looks amazing, like blackish purple and sparkly. Oh my goodness, look at that. That color came out ridiculous. Holy crap, it's all sparkly and purpley blue. Oh my goodness. That came out great.
Turns a few shades of red with some light.
What? Dude, that's so nuts. You do good work, Paul.
Thanks, bud. Sunlight.
That's amazing, dude.
It's like Ronnie seeing his new baby for the first time.
Look at this, guys. Ooh, she pretty. Man. Yep. I can't wait.
Nothing beats a good drug deal in the parking lot.
Dude. That's good. So this is the bottom. She gotta take a picture.
Take a picture so I can correlate.
They're over here working out logistics. Ronnie's showing him how the gaskets go and which way the turbo goes on the block. So Paul can figure this out, how to fabricate this thing for us. So are you happy?
Yeah, dude. I love it.
It's real pretty.
It is. I don't think it's what, what's his name wanted in the comments. He just said black with some flake in it.
Yeah.
But I'm a big purple fan. So if it's purple, it's good by me.
We're going to end up painting the truck purple?
Not if the bay is purple. We're going to have to do something different. We can't do that. It's too much.
So what's good to go with purple? With the purple bay?
White.
Yeah, definitely white. It's already white, so that makes it pretty easy.
Yeah. Just leave it the way it is.
So where are we going now?
We're gonna go get that turbo elbow so we can kind of show you guys that, and That way you guys have an idea of everything that we're trying to make, if that makes sense.
Completely.
Yeah.
Stop playing with it.
That's what my mom told me. Anyways, this is what we're trying to make, so it goes like something like that. I want to make it shorter for you guys, so it's almost like it just...
So the bottom part is the factory throttle body?
Yeah, so this is, I don't know exactly what it is. It's not the throttle body. The throttle body's underneath it, but it's like the MAF housing. So your MAF goes here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then this bolts onto the throttle body with like 4 screws. So I figure if we can go to the pull apart and get a couple of these, and then we can just get elbows and have Paul weld them on. And, you know, pretty simple. I want to get a bead roller thing so that we don't weld it. We actually have like a bead here, like a part actually being made. And our only stipulation will be you send us the one that you take off. That way
well, that's a good idea.
Constantly trying to find these things. So that's my idea. I think it's simple enough. A lot of people ask about this. A lot of people want to know how to do it or where they can buy something similar. So I mean, if we can produce this and sell this for, you know, 50, 100 bucks.
I just think it's crazy that it clears the hood.
Yeah, barely.
Would it clear the hood? Like yours was spaced, right? Like your hood had spacers on it?
I don't know if it would. That's why I want to bring it down. I want to get it as flat with this as possible. So hopefully like the bottom here is the bottom here, if that makes sense. I don't know if we'll have to get straight pieces and pie cut it to make it work or what exactly we'll have to do, but we'll make it right. You guys will see. This is number 1. Number 2 will be good.
Is it not a big secret?
Nope.
Was that fart a big secret?
Nope. The cat's out of the bag now. The fart's out of the butt.
So we're pulling the motor on the hard body. The motor's coming out, and we were just gonna take the intake, the 240 intake. We were just gonna take the intake manifold off, and we were gonna have the intake manifold from the 240 powder coated, and we were gonna put that on. We were gonna wire up the micro squirt. We were gonna take this exhaust manifold off over here so we could have Paul mock up a few, right? Yeah. That's what we were gonna do. But since we have it down to, you know, since we got it taken apart this far, we're gonna go ahead and take the motor out. Ronnie has already made some purchases. He's already committed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I say that I made purchases, like I've told everybody that I bought something, but I actually traded something for something else. So, bye-bye LS.
Hello.
Forged HB rods.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's...
So we need some pistons to go with our rods.
Yeah, so the list that I know of is... we're actually not getting forged pistons. I found this guy, Niz Flash, and they make these cast pistons that are like 200 or 250 bucks, but they rate them for 600 horsepower. They have them in like their 800 horsepower drift car and whatever.
What kind of drift car do they have?
I don't know. I assume it's an S chassis of some kind. It has a KA single cam in it.
Oh, okay.
So he makes these pistons. We got CX Racing H-beam rods. Hopefully they'll be good. I'm just trying to like do it on the cheap, and if we blow it up, then we'll build a better one, I guess. But so we're doing those. We need bearings, and we have to bore the cylinders, get them rehoned, and clean up the block so that we can paint it some sort of color. That way it kind of looks nice in here. We're going to use a dual cam ceramic head gasket, and we're going to make it work. We'll teach you guys how to do that. ARP head stud kit, and we're going to get the head refreshed. So I'm real bad about like talking myself into things that I don't want to do. And I tried to do a cylinder like leak down test because we have cylinder 2's dead. It's got like 80 pounds of compression, whereas like my rear two are 120s and this one's 90. So cylinder 1 and 2 are kind of bad. So I was doing this leak down test, but I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I did it wrong. Maybe my tool was defective. I don't know. I took it back to Harbor Freight.
I think it's well established that we don't know what we're doing.
So anyways, I did some like reading online, and people were like, yeah, you just take your compression tester and you hook air to it, and you just run 100 pounds through your cylinder and see where it's leaking. So I was getting a lot of like cylinder head leaks through like the intake and exhaust ports, and then also I was getting a lot of blow by through the oil cap and the distributor hole here, wherever it is.
Over there.
So it just seems like it has a lot of blow by. So I figured we might as well fix it. We're already this far apart. We're already doing so much, so what's it gonna hurt to throw some pistons and rods in it and have the head rebuilt?
If I was doing all this, it would take me 5 to 10 years, just because I don't know where Ronnie gets his motivation, but I don't have that motivation to work on my cars. As we already established, my RX-7's been down for 3 years, and I was doing a fairly simple motor swap on it. Now Ronnie's doing all this, where he's redoing the suspension completely and rebuilding the motor, putting a new intake manifold. My goodness.
Yeah,
and rewiring the entire motor and possibly the chassis.
Yeah. After we get it running, we're gonna do the chassis. That's on the list. Let's see how this thing fits, dude.
Dude, let's see.
We're gonna take it apart first, so I don't mess anything up.
I can't think of anything that looks more out of place than that beautiful intake manifold does in this dirty ass engine bay. Don't let anything dirty touch it. Get its dirt cancer on it. Dude, that's so good looking. My goodness.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. What else are you getting powder coated this color?
Valve cover and turbo
The
housing thing?
compressor housing?
Yeah, compressor housing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
man,
so all those.
that looks good. It fits well and everything. Dang.
Yeah, surprising.
And what kind of injectors do you run on this? Top feed or side feed?
These are top feed.
Okay.
So this is
That's a good thing.
the injector.
Rad.
That's a stock injector.
Okay.
Um,
But you're going to run what? ID1000s?
that's my plan. ID 1000s.
Dang, dude.
Found them for fairly cheap. And ID is like amazing. I don't know if anybody ever bought anything from ID,
Yeah, injector dynamics.
but
That's what's some RX-7.
they'll. Like, let's say this is their injector and it's old, it looks like this. You can send it to them, and for like $20, they'll rebuild it.
$20?
Yeah, it's super cheap. It's like $100 for like 4 injectors, so $25 a piece,
Rad.
and they'll redo it, and you just pay for like shipping to get them there and shipping back, and yeah. And then if you have one that like is dead, like let's say this one flowed the way it was supposed to, and this one's like 100 cc's off, they'll replace this one for a decent price. Like they're not going to charge you full price. Like they give you a
What?
decent deal on it.
So they like throw in like a core
Yeah.
monies or something.
So it's pretty legit.
All right, so I don't know if you want to say right out or what, but what kind of horsepower are we trying to put down to the wheels in this thing? Like max and then everyday usable, reliable.
So I want to have a 500 horsepower hard body.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
With a single overhead cam KA.
Yeah.
Right on.
Single cam KA, 500 horsepower, but I only want to do it on the dyno. Just like once it's all done, it's on the dyno. Turn it up, hit 500 on some corn juice, take the corn out, or even leave the corn in because I do want to run flex fuel on this, and then like turn it down to like 300 on pump gas and 400 on ethanol.
And what kind of boost do you think you're going to have to run to reach 500 horsepower?
I don't know exactly what the compression is going to be, but I'm assuming 20-ish would be my guess.
Okay.
I mean, if 12 pounds makes 300.
20 sounds completely reasonable on a well-tuned, any motor. 20 sounds completely reasonable on a well-tuned motor.
So as long as we have the fuel to get there, and the biggest thing that I'm worried about is
Where's he going?
this little Chinese choo-choo boy being able to keep up. That's what I'm worried about.
The eBay Turbo.
Yeah, so this may go bye-bye shortly after we get this all done. But my plan is to basically try and max this turbo out and see what it'll do and go from there.
Okay.
Because I feel like this isn't going to support 500 horsepower.
I mean, eventually, you're probably going to end up going to like what I have, like a Borg S360 or a GT35 Garrett or something like that.
I would like to stay smaller turbo because, like I said, I want it to be like 300 to 400 horsepower, and like this should do 300 to 400 horsepower.
Oh yeah, definitely, easily.
But I have no problem with like pulling the turbo off the STI and slapping it on here to make 500 horsepower for a day.
And then pulling it back off and putting it back on the STI.
You know, like I have no issue with that.
All right. It's so nice and overcast today. I love it when it's like this. I wish it would rain just a little bit. I'd take the truck and drift the traffic circle, because that'd be super awesome. I still need to weld the diff in the truck.
We have a welder, man.
We do have a welder. It won't weld the differential, though.
Well,
Anyways.
I miss Paul, but
We're out for today. We shot 2 videos today.
Hey,
we
don't
shot it.
tell
We
them.
just shot an RX-7 video a minute ago.
yeah, this is after the ARC-7 video.
Yeah.
In real life and in YouTube land.
The RX-7 thing just didn't turn out well today. We just ran into some alarm problems or some
So
some security system problems. Factory
Mazda.
security crap. Thanks, Mazda. Appreciate that. But anyways, here's a shot of Ronnie's pretty wheels.
nobody feels it.
Whatever. I love them. And there's Lucky back there, catting around, being a cat.
We leave him outside now, and this is how he comes in, like all brown
I
instead
bet
of
he
black.
loves it. He's
Yeah.
like all catting around, just doing stupid stuff like standing in flower pots. Like, hey, idiot, you're in a flower pot. I don't care. Watch him fall. Please fall. Please fall. Please fall. Is he eating that freaking nasty ass
That
freaking?
thorn.
Oh my goodness! What an idiot.
It's cockaboo. I'm standing. He's so dumb.
It's so dumb. Anyways, we're out.
Later, guys.
Later.